What do you mean? What happened? What, in the game? God, chopped him in his head. Headshots. What? Try to well, yeah, it would, because if you're in a red card room and you try to restart, it reads as if you're AFK, like you're a sleeper, and in monuments it'll just it'll kill you. It just kills you. Kind of messed up though, to be honest with you. What red car were you in? Where were you at? You were in the sewer? Like underneath? Well, I mean, your stuff wouldn't be there anyway now. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. Oops. Why you hit me like that? Why you hit me like that? I get to kill you. That's messed up, bro. I've done that too, to be honest with you. I haven't logged out, but I've had server crashes on me while I'm in a room, and I come back in and I'm like not there no more, or I'm dead. But they were supposed to fix that. You logging out though, I don't think it works. But if the server crashes, they're supposed to read that and not, and you're not supposed to die if you can get back home within a certain time. It's like when you're flying a heli and you get a little bit of lag. With a heli, they put in coding that the heli will automatically try to uprate itself. So it'll stay, it goes into what they call a hover mode. Damn. These fucking things are scaring the shit out of me now. Yeah. Well, the reason why they fixed that though, the server won't go down again. The server went down just a couple minutes ago because I changed the tags on the server, so it's listed like it'll say monthly North American vanilla, right? I had to change the convoy tags on it. Also, I wanted helis to spawn on the road, so you don't have to buy them. I think it's kind of stupid. The original, when they brought helis in at first, they used to spawn on the roads. I got them spawning back on the roads again. Those are things that I can change as the server gets crowded. I'll definitely go back to you having to purchase it. But right now you don't have to worry about it. So if you run around on the roads, you should eventually find a heli. They may not spawn. They may not be spawned yet, but they should spawn. Let me see. If you're watching my screen, mini copter dot population, right? Is that it? 2. Okay, yeah. They'll start spawning on the roads. I have to check to make sure that was active. And then I also lowered down the lock crates from 15 minutes to 5 minutes, since 15 minutes is, if you're running to a crate, you can be in the middle of nighttime already at that point. You lose everything. So I got zombies on. I made it so that you can get into the locked crates a little bit quicker. Still gotta hack them and everything else, but you can get in them faster. Yeah. You are. You have to be able to use slash and remove. It's a default. It's a default setting. Are you doing slash? You sure? Slash remove. Let me see. You should get that when you type it. Or you see on my screen. It'll say remover tool. Yeah, try it out when you get on or whatever and let me know. Because that doesn't seem right. You should... I know I set the permissions for the default group. Which default group means everybody that logs onto the server, basically. You don't have normal permission. Hold up. Just stay there and I'm gonna send a command through. I gotta make sure that I'm sending the right command too. Hold on. Rust. Mods. Just give me 1 sec. No, a little bit more than 1 second, sorry. Okay, it's remove, right? Remover tool. Yeah, this is it. Alright, I had to make sure that I was using the right one. So, required to use normal remove. Alright, so the command is grant group. Try it now. What? it granted the permission, so I don't understand it. All right, let me try something else here. User. Let's see if this works. Is that K0 or KO? That's K0. K0. Alright. Remover tool dot normal. Alright, try it again. I mean, I granted you the permission personally to your character. There might be an issue with the default permissions at that point. If you can use it now, it should. I'll wait till you try it. See what you say. It works. Okay. So there's an issue with the default permission. That's fucking weird, man. Damn. That's weird. That should not be doing that. I gotta see his permissions. Maybe he made a typo when he redid it. If he made a typo, that might be the problem. Because the command that he has on there to activate it is not working. I gotta get that fixed anyway, because that'll be bad if I leave that like that. It won't be bad, it's just people won't be able to use the remove tool. Plugin. Remover tool. Edit. Let's see what he's got the permissions at. fuck? He's got it set for remover, tool, normal. Why is that not coming up then? What? The fuck? Oh, that's why. Alright, it should work for everybody now. I think I fixed it. I mean, it'll still work for you because I granted you personal permission, so. It doesn't affect you what I just did at all. Yeah, I think when I put the permissions in, I doubled up on the admin permissions because admin permissions are different. So it didn't go to it went to the group admin, so anybody who's like a moderator or anything like that on the server will get all the permissions they need to like remove entities and shit like that. But the normal use is supposed to I don't think I put it in because I didn't have when I went into my commands, you can see all the commands that I put in, and that was not one of them that I put in, which is weird because I could have sworn I did. Kind of messed up. I had that message down there the whole time. Anybody who joined the server probably trying to use remove and was like, It sucks, man. The server sucks. Don't even work. That's a big thing for some people, man. That remover tool is really useful when it comes to, you know, you place something down wrong and you might have upgraded it and you want to get rid of it. Having to go through with like blowing up your own base or just sitting there with pickaxes the whole time trying to break a wall is crazy. They should have gave that option to people anyway. If you're gonna allow building in the game, you should let people be able to remove the walls. That's my first coffin. Nah, but I mean, if you wanted to, it should be something that should have been in the game anyway. Like they give you an option when you first put something up that you can break it, or I believe you can break something after you upgrade it. So that option's there in the game already. But a lot of people forget and they go away, they go to do something, they come back and they realize, oh, I put my stone wall on backwards, right? Now 300 seconds have passed. Now you cannot remove your stone wall. Now you have to either blow it up or pickaxe it out or, you know, spear it out, whatever, eco rate it basically in order to get rid of it. Or you can change it to metal if you have enough metal, and then I believe you can delete it then. But you're wasting metal. The remover tool that I got on here costs nothing. You can add and remove stuff at will without it taking any of your resources. Not add, but remove without it taking any of your resources. It comes with a penalty imposed on it so that if you use it, it will take resources from you. But I think that's stupid. Make a mistake, you lose 300 stone, and maybe you only got enough to, you know, to build a little one by one initially. Now you got no more stone, or you can't build a wall. Now you got to put up a regular wall. So you go get more stone. It's mainly for the beginning of the game. At the end, of, you know, towards the end of the game, you don't. People already got their base design set, so just something I like. Again, I did quality of life stuff. I didn't do anything that really benefits anybody. Like, you can only take stuff from your base. You can't remove stuff from other people's bases. That would have been messed up if you could. Alright, let me fix this real quick. Control panel is okay. That's alright. Yep. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did that. I did that yesterday, last night. The first time I tried to put it on when I first started the server, but I was getting an error message. Here, when you download, I was online, or I was in the game playing, I was streaming and all that other stuff when I downloaded the file. Well, sometimes when you download, you might get a corruption in the file. Sometimes you get corrupt files, and that's what I had done. I didn't realize that it was a corrupt file. So when I installed it, it was giving me an error, an end of message error, meaning something was missing a character or something. That happened during file transfer. So I uninstalled it, I deleted the file, and then I re-downloaded it last night, and then I put it back on, and it worked. And I was like, all right, cool. It's what I wanted to do from the beginning, because I don't want to make this a times whatever server, but I want people to have the ability to farm a little bit quicker. So as your level goes up, your farming gets more. You get more material, excuse me. You don't farm faster, you just get more material. So I thought that was a good thing, because eventually you're going to be done building your base. You're going to want to upgrade real fast. You're not going to want to sit there and have to farm repeatedly. I don't know how many people will like the server. I know some people will, some people won't. You know, some people don't like zombies. I mean, I do it more for the PvE players than PvP players, because there's a lot of, but you can PvP on here, so you can raid, you can kill people. But I wanted the people who enjoy building and enjoy farming to at least have a little bit of engagement, you know, because a lot of farmers, a lot of builders, they don't PvP, they don't fight, they try to avoid them at all costs, so they'll walk around, you know, fights and stuff like that. But I wanted them to also be able to shoot their guns every now and then. Like I said, some people won't like the server. This is perfect for me. This is exactly how I wanted my server to be set up. Like I didn't care about all that other stuff. Like I wanted my server this way, and that's what I chose to do. I was tired of coming online in the servers, because like I'm not a huge PvPer. I can PvP, I know how to, but I don't really like killing people for the most part. Not in a video game. Not like if you watch Posty. I gotta explain this in like other YouTubers way. You watch Posty. Posty don't mind killing people to get all his resources. He barely does any farming in his videos, and you know he barely even builds. You know he takes him a while to get his base up and running. But a lot of his stuff is just from PvP and other people. All his resources. To me, that's a farmer. He's out there like trying to get, you know, trying to farm all his material, and then some guy just comes up and just destroys him. Yeah, because they don't want to go out and farm. They just want to PvP. So I don't do it personally. I don't like, if I saw you out in the wild, you know. I might like mess around and shoot near somebody just to let them know I'm around or whatever, messing around with them, you know, seeing their reaction. But I don't engage in PvP too much unless somebody shoots at me. Then it's a wrap. Then I'm fighting. But not having anything to do for farmers and stuff like that, like that's crazy. They have no fun. They come in and all they do is farm, and because they may not even be good at PvP. They may not be good at shooting weapons and stuff like that. But on zombies, you don't really have to be good. Just point your weapon in the general direction. Eventually, you're gonna hit them. As long as you ain't running into a horde. Running into hordes, and you're on your own at that point. Again, if I get people coming on the server and they stay on the server, then, you know, if they got a suggestion or they don't like a certain feature, and it's the majority of the people that don't like it, then, you know, I can remove it or take it out of the game pretty easy. But just want people to be able to come on and everybody have something to do, whether you want to PvE, whether you want to PvE, whatever it is. Plus, I really like to be solo. I don't like... When I first started playing Rust, I used to play with 16 people. We formed this, you know, big group. I met them on a server, and then there was 16 of us. But at the time, it was a 8-man group limit, so you can only have 8 people. So it was kind of messed up. We had to, like, slightly change the name in the guilds so that they looked the same, but, you know, we could have all 16 people playing. And I enjoyed it, but I was always building and then restocking everything, and I was the only one doing it. And I remember one time I spent the whole entire night creating rockets, C4, so that we can raid the next day. And I went to sleep in the morning time and woke up probably around in the afternoon. And when I got on, they had taken all the C4 and all the rockets and were just standing outside the base shooting each other with it. Like the whole night I spent doing all that stuff. And it was complicated because we didn't have anything speeding up the crafting process or anything. And I was just pissed. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm not, that's it. And I played with these guys for about a year and a half. And then I literally had permission to wipe the base and all, so I wiped the entire base right in front of them, and then told them all to kiss my ass. Yeah, it was messed up, bro. They were just out there. They're literally throwing C4 at each other and shooting rockets at each other. They weren't even... I was like, come on, man. I said it. I spent all night. I mean, I had a whole box of rockets, right? There was no stack sizes then. There was none of that shit on the server. I had a whole box of rockets, a half a box of C4, which is hard as shit to craft. It's not, unless you got a lot of, you know, resources. And these guys weren't farmers either. They just wanted to kill people. But I'm like, you guys want to kill people, yet you're throwing this shit at each other. Like, that don't even make no sense to me. But I was heated. That shit was just pissed me off. You run into people like that. The first person I met in the game when I first started playing was a hacker dude. He had fucking raided my base. And he was hacking. Yeah, he knew exactly where I was. But he was an older dude too from New York. So like, I mean, I could tell that he was from the East Coast, the way he talked to shit. So it was like, I kind of liked him already for that. But I didn't like the fact that he was raiding my base. And then as he was raiding my base, I kind of learned that he was hacking. And the admin verified it for me too, because they were following him around. But anyway, he was hacking my base, and he had a son with him. They were playing, so it was a father-son kind of team. And the son, every time he would jump up into my second floor, I would kill him. But the father, he knew exactly where I was, so he would throw grenades in my exact spot to force me out into the open. And then as soon as he forced me out in the open, he would see it because he was using ESP, and he would jump out and kill me. But that was the first server I was on, and he wound up getting banned from the server, right? He got banned from the server. His son got banned from the server for playing with a cheater. And then I linked up back with him on another server, which had anti-cheat on it. Apparently, the server that he was playing on did not have anti-cheat. I didn't know at the time the difference between an anti-cheat server and whatever, because we were just picking servers. Like I wasn't looking at descriptions and shit. Then I just started playing on anti-cheat servers, so people could still cheat on them, but he couldn't because he didn't know how to make the cheats. So once his cheat didn't work, he was screwed. But we wound up getting like a 16-man group together and just having fun. It was fun playing with a lot of people, but I learned people don't want to do shit to help you maintain stuff. And if you look at my video, if you look when I'm doing my boxes, all my shit is in order. I don't just throw random stuff in a box. It's all in order based on what type of material it is and all. So they would just come in and just dump shit everywhere, and I would have to spend like 2 hours when I logged onto the game just sorting out the boxes. But when I deleted that base in front of them, they were just salty as shit. They didn't know what to do. Because now they had nothing. Yeah, I know, bro. Stupid, though. So I don't like playing, I don't mind chilling with people and, like, talking to them, giving them some items and stuff like that, but, like, I don't want anybody, like, living in my base, because it's just, they do something, I'm gonna be heated about it because of what I had to go through with those dudes. Like, that's why I play just solo all the time. I had a bunch of people asking me when I had the server up about a year ago. They were like, yo, can I come team up and all? And I'm like, nah, we're not teaming up, bro. I said, you can come play on the server. I won't kill you, but we're not teaming up. It's just easier. You're less of a headache. I never get anything out of those boxes. I think I set that chance of those way too low. I think it's on like 2% shit. Like you have a 2% chance of getting something. I don't want to make it too high because that'll give you a C4, it'll give you an explosive ammo, stuff like that. So I'm trying to make it as low as possible. Check if I can get anything. See anything that spawned yet. Also, the heli spawns on the roads. I don't believe that the heli spawns in the winter biome on the roads. I don't know. Anytime I ever, that's just the game coding. I don't have anything to do with that. But when I used to run the server, when I had the server up before, I did the same thing where it would spawn on the roads. And anytime I was in a winter biome, I'm running in a winter biome now because I want to see. But anytime I was in a winter biome, I never saw no helis. Shit. This is a very small winter biome too. But the helis? Oh, you gotta learn, bro. Convenience, man. It's not hard. It's all mouse movement, and you just mouse movement, and you use your A and D keys. Hello, Mr. Polar Bear. Yeah, it only seems hard. A lot of people they get intimidated because they crash once or twice. But once you start doing it and you get the hang of it, you'll regret not always doing it. There are, you know what you need to do? You need to go on the server that there's servers that you can go on where you can learn how to fly. And then you just go on there and you practice. You won't die. The servers don't let you die, and then you can respawn the mini. So if you crash and the mini blows up, you won't die, and then you can respawn the mini and just keep practicing. I think when you go on the server, you're like instantly put in God mode so you don't die. But yeah, man, dude. Minis. When I used to play every day, I'd take a mini. I could fly it anywhere. Between trees, down low, in the tunnel. I could just take the mini anywhere I wanted to because it was just... I was great at it. Yeah, I'm still good at it. It's just that, you know, when you don't do it so often, you tend to forget certain things. Okay, no minis here. Let me go this way. And that's like build servers. If you don't know how to build, just go on a build server and start building. You know, watch a video while you're building on the server. If you have a base like you like, just watch the video of the base building and then recreate it on the build server and do it a couple times so that you get it down, like how to build that base. That's what I do sometimes. If I see a new build and I want it, I'll watch the video of how to build it. And as they're building it, I'm building it on a build server. I don't do it on here because, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. But on build servers, you get everything you need to make it. That's all you do is build. There's also a program on Steam that you can get. I forget what it's called. Fortify. It's called Fortify. It allows you to build rust bases with electric, water, all that kind of, you know, like everything if you wanted to. In like miniature form, and then you'll know, and it tells you how much everything costs, all kinds of stuff. You can get, if you can learn Fortify, like getting good at using Fortify, you can build entire bases before you even go to a server to build them. And then you can go to these servers, and they have most of the servers have copy paste, and then you can use the copy paste program to take the server that you built in Fortify and copy paste it in the build server so you can actually look at it. Or you can just build it on the build server. I mean, I built like 7, 8 great bases with external TCs, inner cores, you know, open core designs, bunker bases, and I had them all saved. So if I went on a server that was copy paste, I could just paste it down and have an entire base already done. Remember to check these cars too every now and then because they give you scrap. Sometimes you get a lot, sometimes you get a little bit, but yeah, cars, lockers. That was another reason why I did some extra stuff on here because it just makes sense, man. Yeah. Why can't you search a car for car parts and you know, other stuff like? I always thought that was weird. Like you can't open it. The cars are just here for decoration. A lot of your junk in this game is just here for decoration. That mod that I bought and put on here fixes a lot of that. Allows you to loot things that you couldn't normally loot. Like why when you go to a supermarket and you got all those boxes that are still closed in there and stuff like that, you can't loot them and possibly find some kind of food or something in them. Guy who made that, dude, I didn't mind paying the $20 that cost at the time because that was a great mod, or is a great mod, and a lot of work in it, a lot of work. So when I can, I'll use the paid mods instead of the free mods if I can. Plus, you get a little bit more extra features and shit. But I also like to support the modders in the community. Remember the washing machines too that you see around? They'll give you water. So like if you have a jug or something like that you need to fill up, and you're near, you know, you're running out of water, or you're near some place that you can, you know, fill that jug up. Like the wash where you got a jug. You gotta fill up. Put it that way. I don't know what the. Trying to concentrate on multiple screens. Getting a little lost in my combo. Anyway. The washing machines will give you water sometimes. So, if you really need water and you're in a pinch, just go to the washing machine. I thought that was a cool little feature to do. I mean, if you hear me rambling, it's because I'm looking at multiple screens all at one time. Where are we at? Where are we at? No, I just listened to that. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to watch Archon because I think the remover tool has an issue with its images, and I'll have to fix that. Oh, somebody just joined. Hey, there goes a heli. So they're starting to spawn. Nice. Oh shit. Just killed myself, dude. That's funny. uh, no, I did not just kill myself. Yes, I did. Alright, brother. I'll talk to you later. Be safe, okay?